Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So, it's been a while. I come here to tell you about not a continuation to the video I made, but I'm here to tell you about the entire lore and story of FNAF Security Breach and FNAF Security Breach Ruin. And I'm going to do it with some water, okay? I swear to God, YouTube, this is water. Spicy water. So let's just put on a filter, some eerie, creepy music, and jump into the story. So our story begins like so. One day in the Mega Pizzaplex, there was a band. That's right. We have Montgomery Gator, Chica, Roxanne Wolf, and the most important part of them all, we have Freddy Fazbear. These animatronics are not like the old ones. These are futuristic, almost just like glamorous, you know? And they play rock, so we are going to call them the glam rock animatronics, okay? We start with an amazing song. Dun 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 da da dun. Bam 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 ba dun. That's gonna be ingrained in your brain forever. All of a sudden Freddy starts to glitch out. What's going on? There is a high security alert. There is a target inside the Pizzaplex. Somebody is disrupting the code of our favorite robot animatronic. And all of a sudden Freddy collapses and darkness. Freddy wakes up a few hours later in safe mode, just rebooting, you know, and finds himself in his own bedroom. And all of a sudden, when he starts to talk to himself, like we all do,
experiencing a malfunction.
a voice emerges from within.
Will you
Freddy
shut up?
has a kid in his stomach hatch. Luckily, that kid is alive. That kid is named Gregory. And Gregory strikes an eerie similarity to some other kid that we talked about last time. That's right, the crying child. That kid is hiding from a security guard. That's right, there is just one security guard in the Pizzaplex. All the other guards are staff bots. Robots designed to clean and guide the kids, just like your normal stuff. So, Gregory decides to escape the Pizzaplex. Just run away for some reason. He came in, we don't know why, and he's gonna go out now. So he has to hide from Vanessa and help Freddy help him. And we find out from Vanessa that Gregory has no record on the Pizzaplex. That's weird, you may think, but it goes deeper than that. Vanessa and Gregory know each other, actually know each other, but we'll get to that later. Right now, let's keep going with the story. So Gregory, after avoiding some animatronics and some security guards and some staff bots, almost gets to escape the Pizzaplex, that's right, but he can't quite reach the exit before midnight. So now he's trapped in the Pizzaplex and needs to hold out until 6 a.m. before Vanny and the animatronics that seem to be behaving a little bit too violent catch him. Why are they behaving too violently? You may ask, and I'm gonna answer. That's some nice water. That's some nice water. There is a virus going around. A virus that's infecting the entirety of the Pizzaplex, making the animatronics angry and violent and irrational. You may call this virus the Glitch Trap virus. That's right, that's right! Glitch Trap is within the mainframe, within the virtual world. But it's deeper than that, because is it actually Glitch Trap or some other entity that is trapped within We'll get to that in a few seconds. So Gregory ventures the entirety of the Pizzaplex, going around for party passes and fighting the other animatronics. In the process, sadly, dispatching and disposing of them in increasingly violent and gore-filled ways. He needs Chica's voice box. So what does he do? He crushes Chica and takes the poor thing's voice box. But do not fret, because Chica is alive. So after obtaining Chica's voice box, we go all the way around the Mega Pizzaplex. So Gregory keeps going through place to place, through the Mexercise, to the Faster Blast, to every single place, all the while being chased by one ugly, murderous rabbit. I'm not talking about Glam Rock Bunny, no. Poor thing is down somewhere, destroyed by maybe Montgomery Gator. But we don't know that yet. Whoa. God damn, this water is hitting me like a truck. It's being chased by Vanny. V-A-N-N-Y, that's right. And you may think, that sounds eerily similar to Vanessa and Bonnie. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh no, it's just like really hitting me. And it's weird because Gregory sees her, sees Vanny going around the Pizzaplex, just like skipping easily. But Freddy does not see her. I wonder why. Maybe because it was rebooted in safe mode and all the code from Glitchtrap went away. Or Glitchtrap, the entity, doesn't seem to be able to reach. So we go around trying to avoid the daycare attendant, trying to avoid Banny, trying to avoid the animatronics, until we find a way to dispose of my favorite animatronic, Roxanne Wolf. That's right. We need her eyes. We need to rip them out. To upgrade Freddy, to make a Frankenstein out of Freddy. We do so, and we dispose of Vanessa in the most badass way possible. That's right, we throw a go-kart into her face, absolutely cracking her skull in half. Poor Roxy, my favorite animatronic, rest in pieces. So, after disposing of Chica, disposing of Roxy, avoiding Vanny, we jump into the half portion of the game. What do we need to do now? We need to escape the Pizzaplex. That's right, we need to leave. It's almost 6 in the morning. We need to escape. Go and search for Vanny's hideout, which we actually found after receiving our prize in the Faster Blast. We also have seen some arcade cabinets that work weirdly. One of them is in Roxy's Raceway, where we disposed of Roxy. The other one was in the West Arcade dance floor, which Freddy cannot attend because he goes insano style in the dance floor. And you know who's in the West Arcade? That's right, Music Man. The actual ending, where you go to find Vanny and confront her. That's right. If you confront Vanny, sadly, Freddy dies. But you have the opportunity to free Vanny. That's right. If you free Vanessa, you finally get out of the Pizzaplex with Vanessa and Freddy's head, and you live happily ever after. But there is someone who doesn't live happily ever after. There was some talk around who this entity Glitchtrap may be, and it turns out it's not Glitchtrap. It's someone mimicking Glitchtrap / Burntrap / William Afton personality, corrupting the staff bots, Gregory, Vanessa, and the band, controlling everything from inside. Sadly, there is one kid who doesn't know any of that, who thinks that his best friend is trapped still inside the Pizzaplex. That is Cassie. She goes inside the Pizzaplex. After a few months, it seems to be deteriorated and almost ruined, you know, just like everything falling apart, water everywhere, collapsed floors, like the sinkhole finally took the stability of the structure. Finally, it was bound to happen. Oh my god, this is so hard. So, we go in as Cassie, and she mentions how some of the things remind her of her father. We have a fast wrench, Bonnie reminds her, all in past tense, like Cassie's father is no longer here. He was clearly an employee for Fazbear Entertainment. What happened to him? There are no answers, but right now what's important is that Cassie finds Gregory, who's trapped inside the Pizzaplex. But we get odd messages from time to time, like Gregory doesn't answer our questions, but at the same time he does. It's all weird, like he's not really Gregory. It's more like a gimmick of some sorts, or something that it's mimicking Gregory. Exactly the voice, but not the mind. So we go around the ruined and destroyed Pizzaplex trying to find Gregory. But to find Gregory, we must deactivate some security nodes. And to see those security nodes, we need a mask. And whose mask do we need? That's right, a Vanny mask. We put that Vanny mask on our face, which I want a Vanny mask like that. It looks cool. What do we see? We see a virtual world, like a VR almost, you know? And the VR and the real world are kind of connected in some ways, because you can pass through objects when you have the mask, but if you don't have the mask, they're solid. The mind of Cassie is starting to intertwine with the virtual reality. Why do I get hiccups every time I film a video like this? And what happens next? Cassie starts to get messages from Helpy, a cute little white bear entity that helps us, as his name says. But the problem is, once we put on that mask, we were intertwined with the virtual world forever. And there's an entity that is following us, a rabbit entity. Purple, almost. Is it Afton? No, it's the Mixes. MXES, I think. It's following us if we wear the mask too long. And we go around the ruined Pizzaplex, deactivating security nodes, going through vents and falling, because Cassie has the worst luck with vents, let's be honest. We found the animatronics that Gregory fought and destroyed. And there's one curious little thing. Roxanne.
Welcome back,
An aggressive
Cassie.
animatronic. Extremely aggressive against Gregory. She seems to be tamed. That's right, she knows us. Roxy knows Cassie. And Roxy is Cassie's favorite animatronic also. Like me. Oh, that's good water. That's great water. So we go around and we deactivate the last node. Gregory then tells us there is a final node. A final node that will free him. And that node is Roxy. Extremely saddened by this and regretting every single decision, Cassie goes forward to deactivate Roxy in the most emotional thing FNAF has to offer. To be honest, I never been more sad in my entire life, and I never hated a character so much as I hated Gregory. Once we deactivate Roxy,
Cassie,
and
what
we
are
go
you doing?
crying into the sinkhole once more, we go down. There is something further below, a cave filled with mushrooms, green mushrooms that glow in the dark. And we find tokens, little tokens, FNAF tokens. So we go and investigate the other part of the pizzeria, the deeper part of the pizzeria. And we find someone who we haven't seen in a long time. We find Candy Cadet. And Candy Cadet tells us a story about a kid and a mother and a monster. That monster tried to lure the kid every single time, but the mother trapped the monster in the basement so the kid wouldn't be afraid of the monster. She used to sing a lullaby to him. Sing a little song, a nice little song. But what happened next? The monster learned the lullaby and lured the kid once more. That's where the Candy Cadet story ends. And you start to think, that sounds eerily similar to something. There is something we don't understand here. There is a third party here. Something that's controlling the entire thing. An entity. So we go down and we find, weirdly enough, the arena for the Afton fight. That's right, the burners, the charging station. We find everything. Oh, what's this? We also find some comics made by Gregory. That's right, every single ending, even the one with a cinematic, was fake, was inside of Gregory's imagination, even the Afton fight. So, which one was the real ending? Well, I already told you, the Princess Quest ending. But what's the real ending of Ruin? Well, let me tell you. After talking to Candy Cadet, after seeing the Afton arena, we go down even further and we find Gregory's backpack, a forklift, a concrete wall, a computer, and a weird machine. This machine has a name written on it, and that name is Mexus, the rabbit, the purple rabbit that's been chasing us all over the Pizzaplex, is stored there. We hop on an old computer, we deactivate Mexus. Mexus tries to stop us for the last time, but he can't. And now there is just a concrete wall in front of us. What do? We ram a forklift through it. I know why that made me laugh, but it's ridiculous. And we ram the forklift through the concrete wall. And we are desperate. Gregory, are you there? Gregory! And all of a sudden, a walkie-talkie, a Freddy walkie-talkie, falls at our feet. And two glowing orange/reddish eyes appear in front of us. That's not Gregory. That's not our friend. Then who is it? Well, that's when we enter the Mimic. The one who can mimic voices and likes to put on costumes. The Mimic is the entity that was corrupting the Pizzaplex virtually and physically. The Mimic was created by, we can say, the counterpart in the books of Henry, who lost a kid and poured his agony onto the Mimic, and the Mimic did as the Mimic does and started to copy those actions. All of that stuff, which we can extrapolate from the books and paste into the games. And that's where the Mimic starts to walk towards us, finally free, inches from grabbing us. But what happens before he can touch us? Our hero, Roxanne Wolf, enters the chat and starts battling the Mimic. So we run, and we finally hear the voice of our real friend, the real Gregory, who's telling us to escape through a service access elevator. Finally free, we start to go up. Scared, but knowing that it can't hurt us anymore. And all of a sudden, Gregory starts to talk to us, saying that he owes us an explanation. and starts to say some things. Our friend, who joined us at our birthday party, changes his mind and decides to kill us. That's right, he can't let the mimic leave or follow her to him and Vanessa, so he decides to drop us with the elevator quite a few floors to the ground. And then everything goes dark. So that's the entire story of FNAF Security Breach and Ruin. Did I miss some things? Most definitely. Am I incredibly hydrated with water? Yeah, I am. And it's like the middle of the day, I still have to do stuff. So thank you everybody so much for watching another video of FNAF, me trying to understand the story. I'm so freaking hydrated right now. Oh my god, look at my face. Look at my face, dude. Look at my face. Oh no. Look at my face. Oh no, I'm gonna take a shower so I can shake off the dehydration. YouTube, please, this is water, trust me. And I'll see you on the next one. Momento free.